All right, everybody, welcome to the weekend. I hope you're doing great. Let's see what wants to come in for each zodiac sign. At the end of this reading, I will pull cards for everybody watching. So if you didn't know that I did that, maybe I didn't say it at the top of the video, so my apologies. But every time I do these readings for the all zodiac, at the end, I pull cards for everybody watching. So if you are new to this channel, welcome in. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing great. I have just posted half of the readings, each zodiac sign regarding Lionsgate 8/8. The big shift in energy, I will post the rest of them as I get to next week. The big shift in energy, though, is about Venus leaving Leo, which is like pleasure and joy and fun and all kinds of cool stuff like that. And it's moving into Virgo, which is like, hold up a second. Is this a practical choice for me? You can see how big that difference is. We also then have Mercury retrograde happening on the 4th in Virgo. So Mercury in Virgo is very practical energy. It's very focused energy. It's going to be going retrograde. It's going to stay in Virgo just for a little while until about 10 days from now. It's going to move back into Leo. And then we're back into that like fun, lighthearted energy. So the two signs next to each other, and you can see this all the way around the zodiac. Leo is that fun, lighthearted energy. Virgo seeks to kind of reel it back in from this like too freewheeling kind of thing. Every sign that is next to each other kind of doesn't like the sign next to it, but over time, there's a sense of like grudging respect. Leo looks at Virgo eventually and says, yeah, you are really grounded, and I appreciate that. And Virgo looks at Leo and says, I wish I could have as much fun as you. So over time, those two energies do make their peace. And what we're going to be seeing is those two energies with Mercury energy and then with Venus energy. Mercury energy is fast. It's about how we communicate. Going to be shifting from a very precise kind of communication into something that's more expansive. Leo Venus moving into Virgo changes the dynamic from fun, freewheeling, lighthearted, look at me energy, let's do something crazy, into Virgo that says, I might need to think about that for a while. Okay, so you might have this like, woo, like record scratch kind of feeling, but let's go around to the zodiac and see what each energy can expect. So all these readings are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. See which ones really navigate your compass. Okay. All right, let's start with Leo. What's going on for Leo? What don't you see coming, Leo? Imagine. This is you all over, Leo. You are that energy of spark, of expansion, of, hey, let's do something incredibly dynamic. I want to have fun doing it. I want to have joy doing it. This is about that process of like spitballing or brainstorming kind of energy. It's a little bit scattered. It does feel a little bit scattered to me. So Leo, Hanged Man underneath, seeing things from a new perspective is going to be the way for you this week. There can be something coming in that is upending your perception. Okay. This is how I saw it. And then, oh, wow. I didn't really have all the information, or I didn't really see everything that was going on. Ace of Cups, Leo. I like that. So, wow. Ace of Wands. Wow. So Leo getting a big, okay, seriously? Ace of Pentacles. 3 aces right out the gate. What? Leo. You did not see this coming. 10 of Cups. Are you kidding me? Queen of Swords, 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands. So this can be a brand new beginning that you did not see coming. 3 aces here, but the one that's missing is the Ace of Swords. I like the fact that the Queen of Swords is here, because the Queen of Swords is kind of, I mean, I know it's air, but Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So there's a kind of thought process that says, am I seeing this new beginning clearly? I feel like you might be seeing something too romantically, not as grounded as you need to be, because there are some challenges. Okay, so this reading is basically saying, hey, this new beginning is a great opportunity, really amazing opportunity, but I need you to look at it more in a 360-degree kind of perspective. And I know Leo might be like, man, you're harshing my buzz. That's not cool, man. But I feel like this is a good place to be. This Queen of Swords energy is going to give you, with Venus moving into that Virgo sign, the moment to say, is this what I really want? Or is this what's really good for me? Or is this what is going to be healthy for me? Virgo energy is about health and well-being. So Leo, you might get the chance to kind of put the brakes on something here. This is not, and there's a plane. Planes never go over this house. So pay attention. What I was about to say, yeah, that's very strange. What I was about to say to you is that, Leo, this is a pattern, okay? This is a pattern of yours. The ace that's missing is the Ace of Swords. And so that is about thinking. It's about collaboration. I'm kind of getting collaboration. You could have some good advice coming from a friend, even if you kind of feel like, hey, man, you're not being romantic enough. You're not being cool enough. You're being too practical. But I feel like the imagined part is also seeing that side of it, that there could be a pattern here for you. And, you know, now that Virgo is moving, or sorry, Venus is moving out of Leo and into Virgo, there you are getting this moment to stop and think. Take the opportunity, okay? Take the option. Take the opportunity to stop and think. I love 3 aces. Let me tell you, 3 aces is really dynamic energy, but I just feel that there's something that you're not seeing, especially around your own patterns. So it's time to take a look at what's happening for you and run it through that part of your brain that says, I've been here before. I think I might need to take note of that. Please do. Okay, so that is for you, Leo. What about for Virgo here? What about for my Virgos? Tick-tock, baby. Tick-tock. You're on some kind of timeline here. Some kind of expiration date is coming. And I don't know that you know that there's an expiration date on this. I feel like this is something that has been in your life for a long time, or has, you know, just become kind of part of the furniture. But this person or this experience has an end to it. There's an end, all right? Or there's a beginning, a new beginning. Let's see which one it is. 9 of Cups, the dream, the wish. 8 of Cups, you're on this path, my darling. You're on this path going towards the Lover's energy, towards Gemini. 5 of Swords, the opportunity. Some of you may feel like you have an opportunity to take advantage of another person. Virgo, I don't think that's you, okay? I feel like you have this mindset, and when we look at something through a certain lens, that's what it becomes for us. So you can look at someone who's being kind to you, and all you see is someone who's trying to manipulate you. I feel like this is your mindset, that everybody's out to get me or something. You really need to pay attention to that. Page of Swords, Knight of Cups, the 4 of Cups. Oh yeah, 2 of Pentacles. There's a Gemini energy. You and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury. And this person is really offering love to you. I don't know if they're going to physically offer it, but there is some kind of exchange, some kind of texting or calling kind of exchange. And I just see you being very stubborn about this. The Venus and Virgo energy is going to feel grounded and safe to you. It's like you're trying to stay safe, right? You're trying to stay safe, and what you're doing is you're actually sitting on the fence. You're sitting on the fence about this. And I just want to say that this Five of Swords as the opportunity, this is not about win or lose. This is not about I'm going to vanquish my oppressor or I'm going to win this person's heart, or there's a very warlike energy to this. And you might have some Mars energy going on in your, Mars is 19 degrees Gemini, as I recall. So if you have anything at 19 degrees Gemini, especially since Gemini is here, Jupiter is also in Gemini. There's something here about the conversation that's looping. Okay, it's looping. It's not really going anywhere. And it's mostly because I feel like you're kind of unwilling to grab that cup from that angel. Instead, you're kind of friend zoning someone, or you're keeping them at bay. With this Nine of Cups here, this is the person you want. I get the feeling you think they'll always be around. But this Two of Pentacles, I get the feeling you think this person will always be around. World. Okay? This person may move. This person may leave the situation. They may not, there might be an end date, an expiration date to this. This is a soulmate. This is a soulmate. And, you know, it's your choice. I really get the feeling that it's your choice. If you have an opportunity, there's also something here about walking away. Like in astrology, the 7th house is the house of our partners. It's also the house of seen enemies, as opposed to the 12th house, which is unseen enemies. And when we're intimate, you know, when you're fighting with someone, that's a very intimate kind of experience. And also when you're in love with someone, you could view love as a kind of love-hate kind of thing. And so there's something about that. You can't keep this person at bay forever. You've either got to, you know, choose to go into this or choose to get out of it. But I think what you're doing right now is you're sitting on the fence. And I just get the feeling that there is an expiration date. There is an expiration date to this, Virgo. By this summer. So after this summer, I wonder if this is going to be even an opportunity anymore. I don't know that I feel like this person might just wander away. Like they think, well, you don't really care. So they might just wander away. So I feel like it's time for you to either declare what it is that you want. Okay, we have a new moon coming up in Leo on the 4th, tomorrow as I'm saying this. And that's a good time for you to decide what it is, because Leo rules that house of romance. Like, do you want this or don't you? And if you do, I feel like you can't wait forever to take some kind of action. Like, at least declare how you feel. Even if you're not like, you know, making a commitment to this person or anything like that. But I feel like you need to know how you feel, and then you need to express it. Okay, let's talk to Libra here. What is going on for Libra? Deep knowing. A deep knowing happening here. Let's use this for Libra. I love the owl on this. He looks like he's smiling. See him? He looks like he's smiling. And the moon looks like it's smiling. All right, so there's some kind of inner knowing about feelings or about what's unfolding. Deep satisfaction, it feels like to me, for Libra. Deep satisfaction. So let's see. For Libra. The Judgment card, what's underneath here? Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So this is a very important time, a very important crossroads. This is divine timing. You're at a very important crossroads right now, Libra. Situation is 8 of Wands. Lots of information coming into you, maybe by dream state, maybe actual conversation in the physical realm. Queen of Cups, lovely heart energy here. 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, the King of Wands, and the World. Virgo, are you dealing with a Libra? because this person, Libra, I feel like you are not sure what's going on, not sure what's happening. You're not sure what's happening with a love partner. Is that right? Because look, you have a deep knowing. This is mind. This is in your head. Okay, so there's some kind of deep internal knowing. Your intuition is different than your thinking. True of everybody. And this is sort of like, okay, action must be taken, King of Wands or World, or this will close out. You have a deep knowing that this is a divinely timed moment, Libra. Divinely timed. I feel like some of you are dealing with a Virgo. These stories seem linked to me. Okay, because of the Two of Pentacles. And it's like you don't know what this person's doing. Why are they waiting? What's the problem? What's the problem? Because here I see this King of Wands as like, you see this other person as being very dynamic and very capable, and you have love for this person. I see that. And then there's just this kind of like this falling asleep. This falling asleep. 10 of Swords, Knight of Wands. Okay, there we go. 4 of Swords. So I just get the feeling that you can't wait. This is not manipulation, but again, it goes back to that Virgo energy, that 5 of Swords. I feel like you moving on from this person is going to have them move toward you. But I don't feel like it's manipulation. I just feel like what you're trying to do is like ending a stalemate. Okay? Ending a stalemate, closing out a cycle. And then this is movement. All the knights are movement. So Knight of Wands, and that's going to be very healing for the two of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So within, I feel like around Lionsgate, there is a time where you kind of just like throw up your hands and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm moving on. And that does have the desired effect, although your intention is important. It's not about doing it to get a result. It's not about doing it to manipulate this other person. They already feel manipulated. They already have that experience. And that may be why they have a hard time making decisions. They also don't know how to make a good decision for themselves. So it's sort of like, don't take it personally, but I also feel like you have a deep knowing that love is coming to you. Love is coming to you. Good fortune is coming to you. And if you're feeling a stagnation, it's like, all right, I'm just going to do something that is going to move me in a positive direction for myself. Like, it's not about manipulating this person. It's just like, I just don't like this feeling of stagnation. I'm just going to move forward. Maybe it's on your work or it's on a project that you've always wanted to do, but there's some movement. And that is going to be the thing that is going to expand your life. Whatever that other person does, it's like kind of doesn't matter, because really this is about you. I just feel like you're linked in some kind of stagnation with another person, whether it's a Virgo or not is kind of up for grabs. But if you're in some kind of stagnation, you get it in your head to be like, you know what? I just want to break that. And you do. Okay. That's what this week is offering to you. All right. That's for Libra. The deep knowing. So we're going to move on to Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. I'm just going to do my little shuffling act here. Scorpio energy, please. There we go. What's happening for Scorpio? What's happening? Oh, okay. The tribe. That's too many. Here we go. The tribe. I feel like, Scorpio, you feel like you're not with your tribe right now. You might feel very dislocated from the people who are really you're meant to be with. Your vibration is very different from where you are right now. And so that's causing some kind of feeling of wanting to move. All right, wanting to physically move, energetically move, but this is going toward your tribe. I love that there's like a parrot and a giraffe, baby giraffe. This is Africa. Okay, so somewhere foreign. You could be wanting to move somewhere very different from where you are. King of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands is taking action, Scorpio. So the Page of Cups, you're showing up as the Page of Cups. The Knight of Swords. I feel like other people are going to be kind of pissed about this. Eight of Swords. It's going to stop you. Okay, you're like, hey, I'm just going to, this seems like a really awesome thing to do, a really fun thing to do. And then then there's this like, this is the situation. And this is the opportunity, which is like, you're not really seeing all of the options or something like that. Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Fool. I feel like you are moving, okay? I feel like you are moving because whatever's going on, wherever you are right now, feels very constricted and not creative. You get some kind of great download, Scorpio, and get really excited about this new thing, this new direction, this new path. And it's like, this doesn't feel good at all. Okay. This restriction that I'm in doesn't feel good at all. I just get the feeling you just want to bust out of this. All right. You want to bust out of this and go onto a new path. And so I feel like the energy this week is going to give you that. But, you know, Venus and Virgo is very, kind of slow your roll kind of a feeling. And, you know, but as we get through to August, I'll be doing more about the astrology of August. As we get through, there's going to be a lot of energy happening, the middle to the end of this month and then beyond. Okay. Lionsgate is happening this week. That I see 2 8s here. This can really inspire you. Okay, Lionsgate could be a time when you really get inspired to go in this new direction. And you're just like, man, I just feel like so tied down by where I am right now. So Scorpio feels to me like what you don't see coming is the spark of a new direction. I like that for Scorpio. I like that a lot. All right, so that's for Scorpio, the spark of a new direction. Let's work on Sagittarius now. What is happening for Saggies? Like I said, at the end of this reading, I'll pull cards for everybody watching. So for Sag, Between Worlds. Boy, you know it when this is happening. Because there's just a sense that there's something graying out for you and something drawing you. So if you don't feel drawn to anything yet, just wait. I feel like this week, this Lionsgate time is going to be a time, since Sagittarius is trining Leo. Okay. They're both fire signs. And I feel like this is a really good time for you to draw something to you, draw a new kind of life to yourself. 3 of Cups underneath by Labor Day. Okay, this is a timing card. It's on the next holiday. Wherever you are, whatever you celebrate, by the next holiday, I feel like there will be some kind of celebration. Yep. By the next holiday, being, you know where you're going, you're being moved in that direction. Page of Pentacles, something exciting coming in. Wow. 10 of Cups. Holy moly, Sag. Magician, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Empress. This is Venus. You're drawing someone to you. Could be Virgo, could be Gemini. Drawing someone to you who needs your help. And this is going to work out beautifully. The 10 of Cups. This is a deep soulmate, very strong soulmate. Could be a divine masculine. This person has the beginnings. So the Magician has all four aces there on that table, and one in his hand. The Ace of Wands is in his hand. He's got the Cups, Pentacles, and Swords. And you have the Ace of Swords. You have the real authentic draw for this person. Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Libra. You're pulling this person toward you. And the 5 of Pentacles could be someone who you felt kept you out of their life or kept you out in the cold, something like that. Now there's a very nurturing energy between the two of you. I almost feel a little, I'm just going to say this may not be true for everybody, but there's mother energy here. Okay. So this can be about a child, or this can be, well, I think on some level, this can be someone who needs your nurturing. This can be someone who's activating your feelings of active loving, right? We take action because in this card, she's taking action to help the injured man, right? There's action there. And this person, it's one of those things of like, this person has a lot of potential. And that may be something that you feel is a different world from where you are right now. It's going from this dark energy into this color energy. And it might be dark for this person right now, but you see the future. You can see that this is going to be a very lush and abundant connection. Queen of Pentacles. This person doesn't know that they're the Queen of Pentacles. They don't know that they are someone who is really able to draw a lot of money, resources, time, happiness, whatever it is. And you're seeing the potential in this. That's your role. You're seeing the potential in this, and it is going in a very positive direction. So I just feel like this person may show up without very much. Okay, this person may show up without very much, but like you see it. You see the future, or you see the potential in this person. Sag, wow. And I feel like you're right, because you're getting the Ace of Swords. That's who you are. So this is clear-minded. It's not necessarily very clouded by romance or anything like that. Although we do have, like I said, we have Mercury in retrograde. So what looks like not a good deal could be a very good deal, and vice versa. Okay. That's for Sag, between worlds. Now, Capricorn, what is going on for you, my darling? Capricorn, Cappy. Capricorn, poised. You're right on the brink, my darling. You're right on the brink. Where's that deck I want to use? Here it is. Okay. You're right on the verge of something new. It looks like you've got your eyes closed, but you're not really seeing this coming at all. You're sort of just, dancing in your kitchen, joyfully being you. There's not a lot of like, oh, I see this big change happening or this big awesomeness coming down the road for me. But you're feeling it. I almost feel like you're feeling it. There's the Fool. All right. You're almost feeling it coming toward you. 6 of Wands. I love that. You're manifesting something really amazing. So the new moon in Leo is a time to manifest something creative. So, you might want to use the 4th of August to manifest this creative new beginning. Knight of Swords. It's coming at you faster than you think. 3 of Cups is the opportunity being celebrated. Other people cheersing, toasting you. Look at you. Queen of Wands, very creative energy. 4 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. So there's a lot of people who want a piece of you, Capricorn, right here. And I feel like you're kind of like, you know what? No, I only want your attention, this one person. I don't, I want to be with you. This is almost like the Taj Mahal, like the palace of great love. The palace was built for a great love. And so whatever you're manifesting, I feel like is coming at you much quicker than you think, but you don't want all the pomp and circumstance around it. So if this is a love partner, you guys are not like going to have some kind of big wedding or anything like that. You might go off and just elope. If this is some kind of big idea that you have, it's a very quiet one, and it's big. It's big in terms of what it means for you, but you're walking this path of kind of solitary energy. So whether it's you and another person or just you alone, there's a reason for this. It's kind of like, I want to keep everybody's energy away from this situation. I don't want to have a lot of meddling or a lot of upheaval because of other people's energy. It's almost like you can't take it. I don't want it. I don't want other people's energy. Some of you are pushing off on this love partner even. Okay. And for some reason, there's something about not wanting to be celebrated. Okay. Not wanting something to be celebrated, not wanting to be seen, to be celebrating something. If you have left a relationship and you're now with a new person, you may want to keep it really on the down low, just out of respect or out of like, you know, your own feelings of what will other people think even. But I do feel like you're poised on the brink of something really awesome. It's just that the Venus and Virgo energy is going to be the predominant directive that you have. You're aligning with it. You're trining, Capricorn trines Virgo. And so that is hey, I get it. When Venus is in Virgo, it makes sense to me. I want it to be something that makes sense. And so too much Leo energy makes you nervous. Too much dancing and celebration. You're like, uh-oh, the other shoe's going to drop. Or no, this can't be the right thing. Or I don't like being celebrated like this. I just want to be with you. Or I just want to be with the idea. I just want to be with what I'm doing. And I get nervous and uncomfortable a little bit with Leo energy. Okay. So you're off this 8 of Cups energy. Yeah, Knight of Wands. All right, I like this. Knight of Wands, King of Cups. That feels good to me. This feels like you are, you're on to something. You're on to something. And you may feel that other people kind of muddy the waters, and you're having a moment, having a Virgo moment here, Capricorn, about purity, about something being clean and pure. And I don't mean that in a kind of judgy way. I mean it in a way that is like, I just want to enjoy it in its most pristine state. I want to just savor it. Okay. So I like that, Capricorn. So you may not see that you're on the verge of something amazing, but you are. Totally awesome. Okay. Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius? Okay. All that glitters. I'm going to take this card. This card was like kind of yelling at me. New life. Okay. New life. All that glitters. Be mindful of false. You are going in a new direction. And I get the feeling that you may need to look beyond just the perception that you have right now. You think it's going to go a certain way, but I feel like it might not. Like, we have a lot of energy in the middle of the month, especially around this full moon in Aquarius in your sign. That's going to be very, very powerful. And I will talk about that in your Lionsgate reading. I'll kind of forecast that for you a little bit. And this does make me feel like you got to look deeper. You got to look for the real gold. What appears to be the value of something isn't the actual value of it. It's something deeper. It's not like this person or this opportunity is not good. It's just that what you initially think it is, what you initially think is the value of it, it's something totally different. Okay. So 7 of Pentacles underneath, the Justice card. So let me see if I can give you an example of that. If you're kind of like, what is she saying? What does she mean about that? So you may think, let's just say you're going to a certain college and you're going there. And I did this, you're going there for a purpose, for a reason. I want to go study journalism. I want to go study film. That was my thing. And that was what I really thought was the value of going to that school. But ultimately, what was really happening is I was meeting some people there that were going to shape how I lived, how I loved, how I thought about things for many years to come. That actually was the reason for me to be there. Not so much the journalism degree, although I used it, fine, but that wasn't the real reason. Okay. So whatever is in front of you, you think that this is the reason I'm going to be doing this, but there's more to it. Okay. So you're showing up as the Justice card, which is very nice and balanced energy. You've got the Devil card here. You've got the opportunity is the King of Pentacles. 10 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, death and devil in the same reading. Four of Pentacles. If you feel that the benefit of going in a certain direction is money, because I'm clearly getting this, it's not. Money is not the reason to do this. There's something about service, or there's something about getting free, building more freedom. So if you feel like going and doing this certain business is about money, it's really not. The real benefit of it is to bring freedom to your life, right? Money is just a result of taking an action or having a business or doing something, but the real goal is freedom, right? And so I feel like this is a lesson you might be learning, Aquarius, right now, is that what your initial goal is merely the result of doing something. And if you're aligned with that, so if you're, let's just say you're in you're making a business, because I'm saying this because of this devil card, you're making some kind of business, you've done it a long time. And if your intent is, I'm doing it for the money, that will not sustain you. Because at some point, no amount of money will be enough. You'll be bored. You'll be, especially Aquarius, you'll be bored. You'll be just going through the motions, and then the money will drop off, and then you really will not like it. But if you're doing it for the purpose of service, if you're doing it for the purpose of learning something else, learning something new, if you're doing it for the purpose of taking the burden off of other people or something like that, that will always be refreshing to you. And so I feel like there's something you're doing just for the money that needs a reshaping. Okay. And what will happen, what's going to be happening is, because there is a new life, is that something is going to be super exciting that is going to draw your attention away from what you're doing just for the money and moving you in a direction that's more exciting for you and more uplifting and more expansive. And that's going to just be like, oh, wow, this is fantastic. So I don't know if there'll be the same amount of money in it, but it's kind of like it doesn't matter because you'll be super satisfied. Okay, super, super duper satisfied. You might have chosen a spouse for the financial security of the thing. And now it's kind of like, oh my God, it's so boring to me, or it's bottoming me out, or it's making me feel very low energy, and nothing's working in my life. I'm going to move in a different direction. And all of a sudden, King of Pentacles. Okay. So that may be a harsh thing to say, but I feel like it's time for you to really expand. And there is something in your life that might need to go because its focus or its mission is too small. It's too small. You're really needing to expand and dream and grow. You're really needing to grow right now, Aquarius. Okay. Okay. So that's for Aquarius. Let's look at Pisces. What's happening for Pisces here? Pisces. By the book. Well, we do have Saturn in your sign of Pisces, and it's actively retrograding right now. So there can be something about that like if you are doing things by the book and you're aligning with that mission, like, yes, this is something I need to do in a very disciplined kind of way. Okay, that's very Saturn. And, Saturn does reward that kind of behavior. Okay, so if you are coming to something with this idea of, I must be disciplined in order to learn this, I must have some kind of structure around this in order for me to become a master of it, have some mastery around it, then I feel like you will be rewarded. If you're kind of just trying to make a quick buck, like kind of almost like Aquarius, not that you guys are trying to make a quick buck, but I'm just saying like that intention isn't gonna work. Okay, so 9 of Swords, you're showing up as the 9 of Swords. Underneath is the 7 of Cups. Lots of confusion here. Some of you may need to really align with Saturn right now and put in the discipline, be more disciplined. 2 of Pentacles. You might be having a very hard time making a decision here. 10 of Cups is the opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, Judgment. What's your problem, Pisces? 6 of Pentacles, and the outcome is the Page of Pentacles. You have a calling here. You have a calling here. And it is about, some of you might be moving on from a way of life. Some of you are moving on from a way of life. I feel like you're idealizing this way of life that you've had. And that's what's holding you back from your calling. You're idealizing it. It's like, that's not real. That's not real. 7 of Cups. That's an illusion. If you're idealizing something and that's holding you in place, there is a new opportunity that's coming in, but it's going to be more structured. It's going to be more by the book. This Venus and Virgo energy may be very apt for you, that you have a calling and you're like, okay, yeah, but what I have is really awesome. It's, I make a lot of money, or I have a lot of friends in this place, and I'm being, led to move to another part of the country, or I'm being led to do something very different. And it is about service. Okay. So Pisces is being called to service here. And one of the things, and this may not be for all of you, this may just be for some of you, that some of you are being held back by your own ego. Like, I don't want to be a beginner at something again. I don't want to start over again. And that's you're giving that a significant, like, in the pros and cons, right? You're like, I don't want to do this by the book. I want to jump right ahead. I want to be like the master guru of something, like right off the bat. But you're going to need to learn something, and that is going to be its own reward in many ways. Also, this is really about helping other people, and that is when you're gaining so much satisfaction. So what you have right now may work in certain ways. The thing that's being called to you, or you're being called to, you might be pushing back on it because of the Saturnian nature of it, that it is a disciplined. You must start at the beginning and do the steps. And Pisces is like, I don't like that. Okay. Whether this is a relationship or this is some kind of work, I don't want to start over. Some of you are staying in a marriage too long because you just don't want to start over. You don't want to do the hard work of saying, hey, this has come to its end, a natural conclusion, and I'm going to then move on. There's hard work that happens in the meantime there. All right. So be paying attention to that. That is for my Pisces folks. So I have Aries and Taurus and Gemini and Cancer left, and then I will read for everybody watching. Okay. So that is for Pisces. Now for Aries, come here, you. Aries, my darling, what's going on for you? Truth be told, this is a Libra card, your opposite sign. And I always talk about when you have an overabundance of any energy, add the opposite sign, add a little energy of the opposite sign. So Aries, if you are very dynamic and leadership driven, but you might feel lonely, you're going to need to add some relationships in, which is Libra. Some of you may feel that, Libra is about seeing both sides of an argument. And some of you may feel very strident about your side of the argument. It needs a little diplomacy. And so you might need to add some diplomacy about what's going on for you right now, especially in a love relationship or a partnership. Okay, so there's your card. Underneath is the Aries energy of the Emperor. What? 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are in a relationship that it's come to a head. It's like we're done, or it's going to go for the rest of our lives. I'm at a position where, and maybe I'm so independent that I don't want to make this commitment. Okay. I don't want to make this commitment. Knight of Cups, 2 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I kind of like this energy here. where you're seeing what's valuable. That's what's really going to help you out here. You're seeing what's valuable. I feel like in the past you might have been hurt pretty badly, and that is, you're giving more weight to that. You're seeing this person that you might be with, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you're seeing them as through the lens of your pain. You're looking at it through the lens of your pain. And so you see this person as a threat to your independence, a threat to your being able to do what you want in this life. So you're looking at this very much an all or nothing kind of way. And I don't really feel like that's the case. All right. I feel like that's not the case. So there's something here about like, look, I really want to be with you, but I want us to make some decisions that will, kind of use the knowledge that I've gained from past relationships and do something that's really valuable for both of us. This is diplomacy. You're adding some kind of diplomacy to this connection, and you're saying, I don't want to end it. It's not all or nothing. It's not all or nothing. But you feel like it is. That's what the truth is here. You feel like I've either got to marry this person or I never see them again. Boy, that's really all or nothing, isn't it? So what is your compromise here? And I feel like, Aries, you feel like the word compromise is a 4-letter word. Compromise. What are you talking about? You can't compromise about love. That's where I feel like Venus and Virgo that's happening on the 4th and Mercury in retrograde is really going to help you, because this is about an internal conversation and a belief that you have. This is keeping you on a timeline of all or nothing kind of life. And I feel like what's being asked of you is to add some Libra, add some balance here. Communicate. Talk about this. If you feel like, well, I've got to do this or this, is that true? Is that something that you're just imagining? Find out. Okay, find out. This person is likely going to make some kind of offer. And Venus and Virgo, true to the Venus and Virgo energy, ask a lot of questions. Venus and Virgo is also about what feels good to me, what feels healthy to me, and that's what I'm doing. You should know. Okay, so you should, maybe before you go having this conversation, it might be good for you to kind of know. What doesn't feel good to me, I'm learning about from my past relationships. What doesn't feel good to me is for us to be together 24/7, 365. I need my alone time. I need my independence. And if you can deal with that, good. This is what I mean by that. This is what it would look like. Okay. Sometimes I love to hang with my friends. Okay. That seems normal. Yeah. Sometimes I need a Saturday morning to myself. Don't take it personally. This is already true for me. This is not about you. What do you know about yourself? And can you share that with this other person? Because I feel like that's going to bring you something that's much more happy and more satisfying for you than this all or nothing proposition that you seem to think it is. Now, this person may say, hey, yes, this is all or nothing. I want to be together with you 365, 24/7. And you're like, you know what? That's not really healthy for me. Why do you need that much togetherness? Because maybe this is just an incompatibility. It doesn't mean that someone's wrong. That's what they think they need. But it's possible that they need that 365 to feel safe, because in other relationships, they were made to feel unsafe. And so they need to be with you all the time. That is not healthy. And that's something to look at. Okay. That's for Aries. Now for Taurus, what's going on for Taurus? What's going on for my Taurians? Fork in the road, baby. Fork in the road. Okay, so that's a 13 card. That is a death card. Like, you can't just stand there and do nothing anymore. I feel like you've been doing that. I feel like you've been standing at the crossroads for a long time and not making a decision. The llama seems like he's tied up to the signpost. I always think he's tied up there, but he's not. He's not. You may think that there's like with Aries, like there's only two choices, but if you look at this, there's a lot more than two choices. Look at all the signs there. There's a lot more than two choices. And I don't know that you're aware of that. Okay. Yep, that's right. Ace of Swords. There's a lot more than just this or that. Ace of Swords underneath. What is truly, oh, beautiful energy of the star. What do you truly want? Some of you think you can't have it, which is why you're standing at the crossroads. The star, the 10 of cups. Oh, beautiful energy. Yep. Some of you don't think you can have that. 4 of cups. Some of you are trying to heal a connection that has run its course. And now you have a lot of opportunities in front of you. Lovers, Page of Swords, 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords. Yeah, some of you are at a crossroads with a relationship that has run its course. And, you know, maybe it was 10 of Cups at one point. This is the situation. But the opportunity is like, hey, I really need you to see, is there a new beginning or isn't there? Are we in this 3 of Cups? You know, do we have a choice here? Here's another choice card. And the Page of Swords is about messages, about like, how many times do you want to go through this cycle? How many times? Like, you may see that there's a new beginning, but you only now are getting to the 3 of Cups, not to the 10 of Cups. Every time you make a new start, you think, oh, good, we're going to get back to that 10 of Cups. I don't think you are, and I think you know that. Okay, I think you know that has run its course. It's time for me to heal from this idea that this relationship somehow has more gas in the tank than it does. And I feel like you keep delivering this message of choice. Let's try again. Let's start again. Let's start again. But you're getting 9 cards here. 9 cards. 5 of Cups. I don't feel that the new beginning that's being offered to you is about another cycle with this person. And that's the thing that's terrifying you. There's not a new cycle with this person. I feel like inside you know that. Deep down, you know it. You know it's true. 5 of Cups, 6 of Wands, Fool. New beginning. And, you know, this is what the star card here is about healing from, I keep wanting to do this cycle over and over again and expecting a different result. It's time to make a new choice. You have a lot of choices, but doing the same cycle over and over again, I feel like is not one of them. Okay. It's like, okay, you want to do that again? How many times do you want to go through this? Because eventually what will happen is there'll be a tower, because you know, the universe is going to be like, come on, you got to move on. Okay. So that's for Taurus. What about for Gemini? What is happening for my Geminis? I'm a Gemini moon. Let's see. Building blocks. We have Jupiter in Gemini. We have Mars in Gemini. They're very close to each other, so very strong energy in Gemini. What foundation? I almost feel like you're readying to go into a new stage of building. And you've built some kind of foundation, but there's new that needs to see how the blocks are different. So this foundation has already been built. This has actually been built up, you know, quite a few floors, but see how these blocks are different? Like, we're going to build something different here now on top. So maybe all the apartments, this is like apartment building or something like that. Now we're going to build like a gym, and we're going to build a pool on top. We're going to do all kinds of different things. You have a good foundation. You might have a good family, good friends, feel aligned with where you're going, but it's time to use that foundation and build something different on it, or use it to build something new. All right. Underneath. Oh yeah. 7 of Pentacles. You've been building this foundation for a long time. Wow. There's Virgo energy. Knight of Pentacles. You're showing up as that. Situation is Aquarian energy. King of Swords. Four of Wands is the opportunity. That's beautiful. Four of Swords, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Star card. So lots of Aquarian energy here, Gemini. And this is about getting the unvarnished truth. It's not really, I don't know, very nostalgic. Or a lawnmower guy came. Okay, so not really very nostalgic or sentimental. Okay, this is much more about being super clear about what have I been putting a lot of time into, and what do I celebrate? What do I move on from? How do I want to be seen? How do I want to celebrate? The Four of Wands is very much a move. Some of you could be physically moving. You've been building a life in a certain place or in a certain way, and now it's time for you to really meditate on your truth. Okay, Gemini, really meditate on your truth. There needs to be some kind of forgiveness, some kind of closure to an old cycle where you're doing all of the work and someone else is sitting on the throne. Not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. And I like the non-sentimental nature of this because I feel like the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, is saying to you, pay attention to what you're building. Pay attention to how you've been building it. And is it really true to where you want to go? Because I don't think so. I feel like the star energy here is about hope for the future. And some kind of forgiveness is needed, even if it's you forgiving yourself for sticking around too long here. Devil energy, Three of Swords, Knight of Wands. Someone is taking advantage of your good nature. Okay, Gemini. And I feel like you need to see things very clearly for what they are. Super clear. I'm starting to love Venus and Virgo right now. You've got to see things very clearly for where you are so you can make a choice from an authentic, aligned Ace of Swords kind of position. Okay? This is about rebellion. This is a lot of Aquarian energy here. A lot about rebellion. A lot about, hey, I'm no longer going to be that Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to be the King of Swords. All right. That's for Gemini. Wow. So really getting into it here. No longer letting someone take advantage of you. All right, now we have Cancer. Let's see. Cancer, and then I will pull cards for everybody watching. All right, here we go. Okay. Sorry about the noise. Okay, so Cancerians, what is going on for you? Cancerians. Here and now. This is about being present in the moment. Okay? Being very present in the moment. I almost feel like some of you are really stuck in the past and in the future at the same time. So anxiety is fear of the future. Depression is worries about the past. Okay? It's about marinating in the past. So what is happening for my Cancerians right now? Underneath is the Emperor. You know you want to move. You know you want to move. There could be some Mars energy that's very prominent in your chart. You could look at where your Mars is. We have Mars in Gemini right now, and so that is about communicating. Mars and Gemini. Oh, wow. Ace of Swords. True dat. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. Opportunity. Judgment. Crossroads here. Sick of being stuck in this. Get into the present moment so that you can move forward. Ace of Wands. Wow. Hermit. Tower. Holy poker. Ten of Cups. You've got to align yourself with what works for you. I feel like you've spent way too much time what's going to be good for this person and for that person and for that person and for this person and for the community and for the business and for everything else except for you. It's not that those things aren't important, but you're not giving yourself any kind of vote. You're not saying that you're important at all. So you're getting this energy of the Ace of Swords. I feel like this Venus in Virgo is responsible for this, for you saying, wait a second. If I want to be loved in a certain way and that's not happening, it's just like an amazing amount of clarity comes over you. And it is a destined moment, a crossroads moment. This is like downloads, lots of downloads from Archangel Gabriel. All right, lots of downloads here. You're really seeing the action too. Ace of Wands is fire. And this is the Virgo energy. So this is taking action from a wise place. Okay, from a wise place. And then look at this tower. I'm going to clarify this tower here, but it's suddenly bringing in this 10 of Cups. So I kind of love that. But why is the tower showing up? Yeah, 4 of Cups, stagnation, Page of Wands, the Death card, and the 4 of Pentacles. Major stagnation. Something comes in, the Page of Wands and the Death card with the tower, something comes in that's very inspiring. Okay, super duper inspiring to you. And that leads you in the direction of this 10 of Cups. So you may be inspired by this person. You may be inspired by something you want to do with this person, or a direction you want to take that includes this person, something like that. But I just know that the aces here, 2 aces, the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Death card and the Tower. Massive, massive shifts. And they are, I want to say, very practical, because we do have Virgo here. You're finally giving yourself a vote. Okay, Virgo, Cancer. You're finally giving yourself a vote. Finally giving yourself a vote. I like that. So going in the direction of your happiness, and you know it. Okay, this is you, Ace of Swords. There's no sugarcoating this. Like, or I don't know. There's no way to kind of not see your own truth right now. And you haven't been, because you've been stuck in the future and the past almost at the same time. So getting present in the moment is really going to help you get clarity. Okay, so let us do a reading for everybody watching. I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to use this Sacred Symbols deck. Divine Masculine. I'm seeing the Divine Masculine. So what's coming through for everybody watching, please? What is coming through for everybody watching? One more. Home. That played a big role in one of the readings. All right. Home. Healer. A lot of you on my channel, Divine Masculines, a lot of you on my channel are healers and mystics and guides. A lot of you read tarot. If you ever want to learn tarot from me, I have a class. If you're interested, there's a link below. There's something here about opening up to your healing capabilities, really embracing this Divine Masculine energy, healing the Divine Feminine inside you. Some of you are doing that. Soulmate. Making that choice to go toward a soulmate. Make it physical. Make a soulmate physical in your life. That's the key. Wow. Wow. All right, I'm going to use this mermaid deck here. So I feel like that I'm talking to those of you who have been lopsided in terms of your masculine energy. You've been working on healing your feminine energy, and now you feel in union with yourself. Now the soulmate connection can happen. Whoopsie. Now this soulmate connection can happen, can be made real. All right, can be made real. Let's see. Page of Wands, inspiration. 4 of Wands. I love that. I love that card in this deck. King of Swords, like you see it. You see it so clearly. This is who I am, and this is what I want. I'm being inspired to go in that direction. I'm being inspired to put down all of this enmeshment energy. Really got that word really loudly. Enmeshment, meaning that too interconnected with other people's needs and wants and desires without regard for my own. A little bit of Cancerian energy here. Empress, Divine Feminine energy. Three of Cups, Seven of Cups, King of Cups. So this is masculine and feminine together. And the cup is feminine, the king is masculine. So this is an internal integration so that you are balanced in your moving forward. This Empress energy and the King of Swords come together. This can be about union for some of you, union with twin flame. Three of Cups and Seven of Cups is the 10 of Cups. So this is a very joyful thing. Seven of Cups is about a lot of opportunities now. Now that you're releasing any kind of burdens, other people's expectations, you're really releasing that. Like now the world opens wide up. I don't think you see that coming. All right, everybody, that's for you. Happy Saturday. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.